देखे क्रिकेट टीवी जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें जहां जोश भी है जहां होश भी है जहां क्रिकेट है आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी।
Hello and welcome back to Kirkit TV, all things cricket and more. I'm Hitvi Patel and we have our analyst with us, Nikhil Morsawala and Narayan Pasari. Tonight, the IPL playoffs truly begin. Not with survival, not with experimentation, but with second chances in mind. Tonight, it's about authority, RCB versus GT. But before we get into that, let's talk about the top four on the table today. Nikhil, so let's start with you. What do you think of top four? Do you
Yeah,
think
so
all four of your teams made it?
ऑल फोर तो नहीं, मैं फुल मार्क्स तो नहीं लूंगा, लेकिन 3 आउट ऑफ 4 तो जरूर लूंगा मैं, क्योंकि आई हैड ऑलरेडी सेड दैट जीटी, आरसीबी एंड आरआर वुड क्वालिफाई फॉर द टॉप 4. My fourth position was for DC, and as an outside dark horse, it was PB, Punjab Kings, and SRH was not there. I had ruled them out at the beginning, and I think they came in as the dark horse, and rightly so. I think उन्होंने जो गेंदबाजी में जो परिवर्तन दिखाया, क्योंकि जब टूर्नामेंट शुरू हुआ और तब आप उनका अगर खिलाड़ियों का आप लिस्ट देखते तो ना कोई हिंगे था, ना कोई शिवांग था, ना कोई हर्ष दुबे था, ना कोई एहसान मलिंगा था, जैसे जहां पे हम आपको अंदाजा लगा सकते थे कि इनकी जो गेंदबाजी है वो भी अपने आप में एक इट विल कम इनटू इट्स ओन ड्यूरिंग द टूर्नामेंट. So I think a lot of credit to the team management for selecting youngsters, unproven youngsters. इनका नाम तो हमने कभी सुना भी नहीं था. I don't think any of us heard these names before this tournament. And so getting them in the crucial match, giving them the chance to play, and then letting them bloom. I think that was an amazing transformation for SRH. And then Pat Cummins coming in later on in the second half after the first 5 or 6 मैचेस ऑल्सो, उससे एक बड़ा फर्क पड़ गया. उनकी गेंदबाजी जो थी इस टूर्नामेंट में बहुत ही बढ़िया थी डेथ ओवर्स में, और बीच में उन्होंने बहुत ही कम रन दिए जब वो खुद बॉलिंग कर रहे थे. और कप्तानी भी उनकी आउट से वाज मच बेटर देन लास्ट ईयर. सो आई थिंक एसआरएच slipped in where probably PBKS and maybe CSK could have had a chance, or DC could have had a chance, but I think KKR lost out, I think, on 2 matches. One was where the first or second match where they lost to Mumbai after scoring 220. आप 220 करने के बाद अगर आप मैच हारते हो तो कुछ something is wrong with your bowling. And the second match was at RCB where they went 190, but they had RCB on the mat with 4 down, and then Virat Kohli just took that match away from them. So KKR lost out there, I think. CSK good revival, I would say. That we didn't expect them to come top 4, they did not, but they very, very commendable performance. The most disappointing, obviously, were MI and LSG, and I think the less we talk about them, the better. DC disappointed, kabhi acha khele, kabhi bura khele, didn't come along as a team. Akshar seemed to be under Akshar Patel seemed to be under a lot of pressure. And I think he was not playing. Yeah, I didn't see him enjoying his game somewhere. I don't know what was wrong with him. But DC didn't come together as a team. They could have. They have a great talented team of the super bowling attack, but something went wrong. I think top three, top four all deserve their wins. RR पहले 4 मैच जीते, फिर एक वो 5वें मैच में 9 runs and 5 wickets, पहले ओवर में 3 विकेट, प्रफुल्ल का डेब्यू, वहां से उनका थोड़ा डाउन स्टेज शुरू हुआ, लेकिन दे पुल्ड देमसेल्व्स बैक. पंजाब किंग्स नॉनसेंसिकल प्ले है, 6 wins 6 losses. I mean, you can't be so pendulumic in your play. You can't win 6 matches and then lose 6 matches. Then you don't deserve to be in the top 4, I think. And I think, in spite of my respect for Shreyas Iyer, honestly, I think the way they played the second half of the tournament was horrible, and probably they didn't deserve to be there in the top 4, so they are not there. But all in all, great. I think superb 4, top 4 are there, and I think we should expect a very cut to cut, very कांटे की टक्कर है जैसे दोनों क्वालिफायर में, एलिमिनेटर में, और फिर सेकंड क्वालिफायर में. आई थिंक काफी काफी कट टू कट होगा. फेवरेट्स we'll talk as we go along, but I think right now very well balanced for. Of course, problem is that I think SRH is more tilted on the batting side, if you see their track record, नौ मैचेस जीते, जैसे 6 में उन्होंने पहली बार बल्लेबाजी की, और 6 में उनकी 200 के ऊपर, 220, 230, 235 रन बनाए, तब वो जीते हैं। 3 हार गए, और वो सॉरी 5 हारे, उसमें से 2 में पहले खेले थे, 3 में सेकंड टाइम खेले थे, दे बैटेड सेकंड। So I think they are too dependent on the top order, and if the top order doesn't come together, they have a problem. From a balance perspective, GT has the most balanced side. RCB is also a little tilted on the batting
batting
side,
side.
and RR I think is very close to GT in terms of a balanced side. They have a good batting, good bowling, good fielding. So let's see where that goes. Whether they स्पेशलाइज्ड बैटिंग विंस और बैलेंस, आज की मैच में वो पता चल जाएगा कि जीटी का बैलेंस जीतती है या आरसीबी का जो डोमिनेंस है, विद विराट कोहली इन फुल स्विंग, पाटीदार, पडिक्कल प्लेइंग द वे दे आर प्लेइंग अमेजिंग cricket. I think they can really beat any bowling attack to the ground. So I think I'm looking forward, very excited. No sides. We'll come to that again. I think Hetvi, नारायण will वो जुगलबंदी करते हैं, लेकिन मुझे लगता है बड़े ही कांटे की टक्कर होगी, और बड़ा ही एंटरटेनिंग इवनिंग होगा आज।
Yes, Narayan sir, हमारी last time जो conversation हुई थी, we thought कि there will be multiple teams fighting for like with 16 points. अभी 3 टीम टॉप में है with 18 points. they और net run rate काफी मैटर कर रहा था. It looks like like the top four, like Nikhil sir said, top four looks very strong at this point. How do you see the top four?
So before that, Nikhil said that 3 out of 4 has clicked for him. So, Chartered Accountants and Companies Act says a special resolution has to be passed by 75% majority. So Nikhil is not on that actually. He has
Yes.
cleared. He has cleared that resolution. So not to worry about that. Uh, Coming to your question, Hetvi, we discussed that चारों के अंदर में भी घुसने के लिए भी एनआरआर का बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा एक्चुअली, जबकि वो रहा नहीं, क्योंकि नीचे की टीमों ने ऊपर वाली टीमों को हराया 3 गेम
हराया.
के,
Yes.
सो दे टर्न द एप्पल कार्ट, वहीं कहीं चांस लगा नहीं कि कुछ हो सकता है. इनफैक्ट 69th मैच में जाके क्लियर हुआ कि टॉप 4 कौन है.
Yeah.
3 तो हो चुके थे, चौथा उस टाइम घुसा. नो डाउट ये पूरा टूर्नामेंट हैज बीन अ बैटर्स बुचरिंग हुआ है. 9.85 runs per over is the average of all the runs scored till now. 138 इनिंग्स के अंदर 61 से ऊपर इनिंग के अंदर 200 के ऊपर रन बने हैं. सो उसके बावजूद भी दो बॉलर्स ने 24 विकेट लिए हैं, और पर्पल के अंदर ऑलमोस्ट जॉइंट कैप्स है. दैट आल्सो इज क्वाइट commendable. Bhuvi and our Rabada, both of them.
Yeah.
So ऐसा नहीं है कि बॉलर्स को चांस नहीं मिली है, बॉलर्स ने भी अपना काम किया है, लेकिन बैटर्स बहुत हावी रहे हैं. खाली मेरा एक ही इसमें रहा कि पंजाब, जो लास्ट ईयर भी रनर्स अप था, उसके पहले भी रनर्स अप था, वो अब की बार टॉप 4 में नहीं है. उसका एक कारण ये भी है कि उनकी और केकेआर की एक मैच वॉश आउट हो गई थी, तो दोनों को एक ही पॉइंट मिले, जबकि दोनों में से एक को 2 पॉइंट मिल सकते थे. and the change things could have been different in case one of them would have got especially like Punjab would have got 2 points, something like that. तो वो वैसा है. निखिल ने अच्छा समराइज किया है कि कौन कहाँ गया, और जो टीम्स वर प्लेइंग ओनली ऑन फ्यू प्लेयर्स ओनली एंड नॉट एज अ टीम, वो टीम क्वालिफाई भी नहीं करनी चाहिए. इट्स ए गेम ऑफ 11 people. In this modern IPL it is 12 because you have an impact player also. So उसके बावजूद भी अगर आप एज ए कोहेसिव यूनिट नहीं खेलते हो, साथ मिलके नहीं खेलते हो, तो आपका चांस भी नहीं है आने का इन द टॉप 4. तो लेट्स सी, द टॉप 4 पीपल आर देयर नाउ. अभी इसके अंदर बढ़िया है, 3 तो 18 पे है, एक 16 पे है, एंड you will find all the 4 matches would be superb matches now going forward from
Yes, yes. And that's what make this playoff very exciting, because यहाँ पे अभी कोई weak team नहीं है. Every team has a clear personality. They are all match winners. सारी टीमों के साथ I think एक cup है अभी. And they are carrying pressures differently. So finishing top 2 was also important, because if you win this, you do not have to play another match. The pressure is off and you're directly into the finals. So yeah, it's about avoiding another pressure game later. And today RCB versus GT both have won one IPL tournament each. We will start with RCB because, well, they're winning, so let's start with RCB. Nikhil sir.
So I think very critical that their bowling comes together, because I think there is a slight issue there. They are not able to sometimes not able to control the opposite batting, and I think if you see the highest scores in this tournament, you do see the batters of Gujarat. Desai Sudarshan has played very well. Uh, Shubman has been in good form, in good nick. So I think with that, with the top two playing well, it's important that the bowling of Bangalore comes together, and I think that's where accordingly that's where the real challenge lies, because the batting is sorted. I see I see Padikkal, as one of the key players today. He'll have to bat the way he has batted in the last in through the whole tournament, because the key is there. If one early wicket is lost and he has comes in quickly in the second or third over, he'll have to ensure that he stays there, and he has the ability to accelerate the scoring anytime. I think he's brilliant. He's in good form. He's in very good nick, almost like Virat Kohli. I think he's better than Virat Kohli in terms of his form. He's in top form, and anything he touches is becoming gold. I mean, the way he plays. Virat has got two ducks to his name, unfortunately, one after the other. So he's not been consistent. He's played well. I mean, he has won matches for RCB. लेकिन consistency में कहीं ना कहीं मार खा गए शायद. Maybe it's something to do with his age or the stage of cricket that he's at. But Padikkal seems to be in sublime form. And I think he and Patidar are the two P's, as I said, they have emerged in this tournament as match winners. And I think, I hope rather that they are able to do the same magic today if they have to win. On the bowling side, I'm still not very sure if Krunal Pandya is good. He has discharged himself well. Picks up a wicket off and on, or rather when required. Some partnership चल रही है और फ्लो है रन का, तो he has the ability like Ravindra Jadeja, very similar in approach, to pick up a wicket, come in and disturb the rhythm of the opposition. So I don't know whether Hazelwood is going to play, but Rasik Salamdar has shown flashes of brilliance, and I think he's also bowled well. So they need to step up to the plate, because if the batting is very good but the bowling is not, GT have the ability of chasing anything about 200, 210. They've done it before. They can do it again. So Josh Butler is in good form. Washington Sundar is in good form. Jason Holder, I mean, what do you say about him? A perfect all-round performance, and with his height and his skill to smash the ball anywhere over the ground, he's a great all-rounder to have. So I think they should not underestimate. RCB should not underestimate the ability of GT to chase large scores. So just putting up a big score won't be enough. The bowlers will have to step up to the plate and ensure that if Virat Kohli and company give them a 210, 220, 230 target to play with, they're able to control the batting. So I'm looking at RCB batting first. It'll be very exciting if they do that. They'll make that 200 plus, and then we'll have to see what GT does.
Yes, Narayan sir, RCB वैसे तो of course this year at least they have grown up much better than what they were last year. But of course they can collapse under pressure. I mean GT की losses इस season में जो quality है और RCB की है, RCB की quality बहुत खराब है. Because when their batting loses rhythm, things can unravel very quickly for them. So how do you see or how do you think RCB should strategize themselves?
So if you see the total number of runs scored by RCB batters, so Virat is at 557, Padikkal is at 433, Patidar is 393, and Tim David is at 277. Among it is the top four batters. So as Nikhil rightly pointed out, I still feel today that Padikkal will play a great role in today's match actually. Or actually पहला 6 ओवर या 10 ओवर will decide the entire game. Which team plays the first जो भी बैटिंग कर रहा है, जो भी बॉलिंग कर रहा है, पहला 10 ओवर विल डिसाइड द होल गेम, ऐसा लग रहा है द वे थिंग्स आर वर्किंग। किंग कोहली, नथिंग टू बीट हिम, ही इज गुड चेजर एक्चुअली। अगर आज चेस करने की बारी आई तो आरसीबी वुड बी अ स्ट्रॉन्ग फेवरेट टुडे अगेन, देखा जाए तो। as far as the pitch is concerned, I have been told that it gives uh, you know uh, much सीमर्स को काफी मदद देती है एक्चुअली, एंड शॉर्ट बाउंड्रीज हैं तो छक्के लगने बहुत वाजिब हैं इसके अंदर। और एक 200 के ऊपर का स्कोर, जैसे निखिल ने कहा, कुड बी गुड, बट इट इज चेजेबल ऑल्सो, ऐसा नहीं है सेकंड टाइम दोनों साइड ऐसी है तो चेज कर सकती है वो हिसाब से। सो अभी तक आप देखोगे आरसीबी का जो रोड रहा है हैज बीन क्वाइट मोस्टली बेस्ड ऑन कोहलीज वर्किंग। जब कोहली 2 बार जीरो पे आउट हुए बीच के अंदर, तब उनका फॉर्म गिर गया था। वापस कोहली निकल पड़े तो उनका फॉर्म चल गया है, एंड नाउ एबली सपोर्टेड बाय पाटीदार एंड बाय पडिक्कल आल्सो। एंड पाटीदार्स इवन captainship also should be, is quite good compared to the other captains who are playing over there. He's a very young guy, but he understands the business। और क्या, कोहली के साथ में खेलना, कोहली से राय लेना और उसके साथ में उसको चलाना। एंड ऑफ कोर्स हेजलवुड अगर खेलेंगे तो बहुत डेडली रहेंगे आज के दिन में। एंड रसिक सलाम, उनका तो कहना ही क्या है, द वे ही हैज द एंटायर टूर्नामेंट ही हैज स्केल्ड अप इज एक्सीलेंट, इज अमंग द गुड फाइंड्स ऑफ दिस टूर्नामेंट देखा जाए तो। लेकिन सामने भी देखना है जीटी का, विल डिस्कस व्हेन जीटी थिंग्स कम।
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think two players I think need special mention from RCB, and two old war horses. I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar
Yeah.
coming in at this stage of his career and being at the top with the orange cap or purple cap, whatever the
Purple cap.
cap that they
पर्पल।
wear.
Yes.
I think that the ability to play at this level of cricket at this age in this manner speaks volumes for his talent and his physical fitness. I think he's been a surprise for me of the season, because if you see the other comparisons with say a Tina Trajan or a Jaydev Unadkat or a Sandeep Sharma,
कुमार
then you
संदीप
see this because they're from the same sort of I would say generation. So I think he stood out completely, and he's brilliant. I mean, the way he swung the ball, controlled the run flow, fantastic, superb. I would put him as an India prospect again, honestly speaking. And then if you see Virat Kohli, the ability, first time I saw, I think in a tournament, I maybe have missed out earlier, but to drop anchor and not chase and not run after the ball because his partner's playing well, he
हम्म,
suddenly takes on that role of dropping anchor and taking singles and allowing his partner to make runs. I think that quality of switching gears, that सामने वाला अगर मेरा पार्टनर रन फ्लो में नहीं है तो मुझे तेज खेलना है, सामने वाला अगर तेजी से खेल रहा है तो मैं उसको ज्यादा बैटिंग दूं और मैं एक बैकड्रॉप में बैकग्राउंड में चला जाऊं। जब मेरी पर्सनालिटी इतनी बड़ी है तो वो करना आसान नहीं है, मुश्किल है। आप एक माइंडसेट चाहिए उसके लिए, और उसके लिए मैं दाद दूंगा विराट कोहली की, वो करते हैं ऐसा। और जब और इस टूर्नामेंट में 3-4 बार उन्होंने ऐसा किया है। ही ड्रॉप टैंकर, डिडंट गो फॉर हिज 200 स्ट्राइक रेट एंड 300 स्ट्राइक रेट। ही वाज हैप्पी विद 110, 120, 130 as long as he could rotate the strike. I think these two players have made a big difference to RCB, and then that inspires the youngsters also there, to play well. I think that's why RCB is there where they are right on top, and they also have to perform today. Padikkal to khelega, but I think Virat Kohli and Bhuvneshwar Kumar's performance today is also going to dictate the course of the match.
और अगर
Definitely.
आप वेन्यू का देखोगे ना, तो इस वेन्यू पे जीटी फर्स्ट टाइम खेल रहा है। सो
Ah,
उनको कंडीशंस का इतना मत जायका नहीं है कंपेरेटिव टू आरसीबी। आरसीबी 17 मई को ही पंजाब के सामने गेम खेला है इसी सरफेस पे। एंड जैसे अभी आपने कहा भुवी के बारे में, भुवी के लिए ये कंडीशंस है ना, सीमर्स एट धर्मशाला वुड बी द बेस्ट कंडीशंस फॉर हिम बेसिकली। ऑल्सो हेजलवुड अगर वो खेलते हैं तो, सो इट विल बी टफ फॉर द जीटी, द ट्रायो,
Yeah,
to look at those first 6 overs also when
yeah,
RCB bowled.
true.
बट अगेन गुजरात टाइटंस की बात करें तो दोनों ऑरेंज कैप पर्पल कैप लेके बैठे हैं. दे आर अ वेरी कंट्रोल्ड साइड. यू नो देर उनकी सारी जीत, इट्स नॉट बीन जस्ट यू नो बैटिंग कंट्रीब्यूटर्स और bowling contributors. It has been very put together. It has been all three. फील्डिंग भी उनका अच्छा है, बैटिंग भी अच्छा है, bowling भी अच्छा है, and इसीलिए they are in the top two. Narayan sir, how do you judge or how do you see Gujarat Titans today?
तो गुजरात टाइटंस ने जो अपना कैंपेन इस सीजन में चालू किया था, सो दे लॉस्ट टू पंजाब किंग्स एंड राजस्थान रॉयल्स द फर्स्ट टू मैचेस, यू नो. सो एक बार लगा कि भाई क्या हो रहा है, एंड देन दे स्टार्टेड विनिंग. दे वन अंडर डीसी, एलएसजी एंड केकेआर, नो. एंड बट द मैसिव डिफीट टू मुंबई, नो, बैडली हर्ट द एनआरआर व्हिच दे नेवर रिकवर्ड एंटायर टूर्नामेंट. उन्होंने बहुत बड़ी एक डिफीट भी, एक जीत हासिल की, लेकिन वो एक बार टॉप में आए लेकिन बाद में फिर नीचे गिर गए काफी. सो ऐसा नहीं है, लेकिन मैं पूरा I would, give full credit to Rabada. The way he is bowling, excellent, and he is the go-to player to whom that any captain Gill looks like. कि भाई जाओ Rabada. Even in the mid overs में भी आ जाते हैं वो. And Sai and Butler and Sudarshan, अगर आप देखोगे उनके रन्स, तो गजब के रन्स उन्होंने बनाए हैं इस बार देखा जाए तो. So I think 633, 688, मतलब, एंड जॉइंट पर्पल एंड वन बटलर ने भी 500 प्लस रन बनाए हैं. सो आई थिंक द वे दे आर प्लेइंग, दे कुड बी सॉलिड फॉर्मेडेबल टीम. एंड टेस्टेड नहीं है. गिल इज अ वेरी सॉलिड कैप्टन अगेन. बीच में थोड़ा सा फॉर्म उनका वीक हो गया था, बट नाउ ही इज आल्सो प्लेइंग वेल. तो आई थिंक सो जीटी वुड, इट वुड बी अ टफ मैच एंड जीटी वुड गिव अ टफ फाइट टू आरसीबी.
निखिल सर, इनका एक प्रॉब्लम भी है कि टॉप ऑर्डर गेट्स डिस्टर्प्टेड वेरी अर्ली. आई मीन दे कैन समटाइम्स स्टार्ट like they are very slow in adapting their approach. So how do you think they'll play today, or how do you think they should play today?
I think, because there has not been, the win has been a little, kabhi upar, kabhi niche. There has not been a lot of consistency in their play. And sometimes that's good, because what happens is that because your top order has been performing very well all along, suddenly when it doesn't perform, you don't know what to do. But if it has been up and down and your middle order has been exposed in the past, and they have somewhere played, not played, or played in a couple of matches, not played in a couple of matches, you have already gauged your weaknesses. तो कभी क्या होता है कि आपके पहले 4 ही खेल जाते हैं, तो फिर 5, 6, 7, 8 क्या करेंगे, और जब आपको 20वें मैच में पता चलता है तो वहां पे तकलीफ होती है. लेकिन जब आपने पहले ही 12 मैचेस में ये हो चुका है, आपको पता है कि कौन कहाँ एक वीकनेस है, तो आप उसको एक ठीक कर सकते हो. तो मुझे लगता है कि बैटिंग साइड में इतना इशू नहीं दिख रहा है मुझे. बॉलिंग में उनके पास भी एक लग्जरी एक खुल गया है मेरे ख्याल से. आई विल कंपेयर विद भुवनेश्वर कुमार, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा. The way he has bowled in this tournament, and he's also, maybe he's not as, I would say, an old horse as Bhuvneshwar is, but just very next generation, just below him. He's also towards the peak of his career, just off his peak. And I think the way he has bowled and the way Shubman uses him, amazing, because he comes in at number 11 or number 12, and overs in over number 11 or over number 12, and does 12, 14, 16, or 13, 15, 17. I think that's a big asset for Gujarat, because he's spot on. His bowling, his seam and swing are superb. And as Narayan said, if Dharamshala is going to be a wicket
सीमर्स.
which over numbers 11 to 20 are not going to be a cakewalk for RCB if they're batting, because Prasiddha Krishna is, and he comes in as an impact player. Prasiddha, he doesn't, he's not part of the playing 11, so that is the 12th, that extra factor that comes into play for GT. I think that, coupled with Rashid Khan coming into his element in the second half. He didn't play well in the first 2, 3 matches, which GT lost, and there was some concern about whether they would come back. Around the halfway stage, I told you that though they were at number 6, I said they'll come back because they are consistent. They will play. They are very consistent in their approach. They may win or lose is okay, but उनका जो approach है गेम का बहुत consistent है. They know their strength, they know their weaknesses, and they don't change their strategy midway. They stick to the strategy, and that helps a team to win. more often than not. So I think that consistency in strategy and the coming back to form of Rashid Khan and the superb form of Prasidh Krishna, these two factors I think are going to be are going to make it difficult for RCB to cross that 200 if they're batting first or chase 210, 220 if GT puts up that score. So these two, I would watch out for these two. If I was RCB, I would say make a strategy to tackle these 8 overs from four from Prasidh, four from Rashid, because that could slow you down and that you could lose wickets, crucial wickets over there. If you have that nailed down, you probably have a winning formula.
नारायण सर इस सीजन में देखे तो आरसीबी हैज won one, जीटी हैज won one against आरसीबी. हाउ डू यू थिंक आज का गेम वो कैसे होगा, क्योंकि लास्ट मैच में 155 ऑल आउट कर दिया था जीटी ने आरसीबी को.
So जैसा as I mentioned, it will be a tough match. Plus, it's at an altitude. Dharamshala's altitude is very different when you play at an Ahmedabad or a Mumbai or at Delhi or at a Bangalore. तो एक फर्क पड़ेगा उसके अंदर. और रशीद, जैसे अभी निखिल ने कहा कि रशीद ने 19 विकेट लिए हैं अभी तक, एंड इज द ओनली स्पिनर टू टेक मोर देन 4, टेकिंग अ 4 विकेट हॉल इन दिस एंटायर टूर्नामेंट. टूर्नामेंट में किसी भी स्पिनर ने 4 विकेट के हॉल नहीं लिए हैं. और धर्मशाला के ऑल्टीट्यूड पे उसको डिप भी मिलेगी. दिस इज व्हाट वर्कआउट हो सकता है. सो एंड इफ यू सी थ्रू आउट रशीद कैरियर, नॉकआउट का अगर जब स्टेज आ जाता है ना, तो रशीद अलग ही रशीद हो जाता है एक्चुअली. वो नॉर्मल रशीद नहीं रहता है जो नॉर्मल टूर्नामेंट में खेलता है. तो any opponent playing against him will be looking for something very extraordinary from him, and he could be a strong player of course. वो है, सिराज को नहीं भूल सकते अपन इस टीम के लिए. जिस तरह से वो उन्होंने जो ओपनिंग प्ले ऑफ अपना पावर प्ले में विकेट्स निकाले हैं, जबरदस्त हैं वो भी देखा जाए तो. सो गुड, फॉर्मेडेबल ऑन बोथ साइड्स. दे हैव दैट ट्रायो ऑफ बैटर्स, Sai, Gill, and Butler, and they have this trio or 4 people kind of on the bowling end. So it's all again a good team. Nikhil ने कहा वो consistent रहे हैं. So I think they have a consistent approach, and Gill is a good captain. So let's see how it works out today.
Right, then tonight it really comes down to one question from Narayan, for Narayan sir. आपका 49-51 formula आज किस तरफ है? Who do you think
I told about special resolution when I started actually. So 51% is ordinary resolution actually.
Okay.
So if we don't lose heart, but I'm favoring GT today.
That's okay. We like to see RCB play. एक गेम और खेलने को देखने को
पीछे आएगा ना वापस. बैटिंग तो ज्यादा मिलेगी ना एक बार की. एक टीम को बैटिंग ज्यादा मिलेगी.
I've always seen that CA students who fail in one attempt and then pass in the second attempt are stronger than those students who pass in the first attempt. So if RCB fails today, they're going to get a second attempt in the second eliminator. So I think, and honestly, I think what happens is when you get tested like that, if you ever breeze through completely, ये भी जीता, वो भी जीता, ये भी जीता, वो भी जीता, और जीत के, आराम से जीत के आप फाइनल में पहुंच गए, you're not been tested. You're not been put to the acid test, you have not been hauled through the coals. And I think sometimes I think if you want RCB to win the finals, I think they should lose today, honestly. Because what happens is, that chink in your armor is not exposed. No, you don't know what to do. Let it be exposed. Find out if Padikkal doesn't play, what's going to happen. If Patidar flops, what's going to happen? Is Tim David going to step up to the plate? Is Omar Shepard going to do what he's supposed to be doing? Are they going to play or not? Same thing for GT. I'm not saying this applies only to RCB. What about Rahul Tewatia? What has happened so far? Nothing. I mean, it's a bit disappointing, right? When you have such talented players. What about Shah Rukh Khan? You're not exposed him yet. These are great players sitting in your team who have not been exposed, or if they've been exposed, they have not performed. And to make them perform, you have to fail. Because your top order has to fail. Then only they come into play. So I think from both the teams' perspective, it's not a do or die. They're going to get a second chance. So whether they lose today or they win today is not that critical. But what's important is identify your strong points, identify your weaknesses, and so in case you lose, you know what to do in the next match to eliminate those weak points. I think that's important because, as I always say, no, winning losing is not the key thing. How do you win and how do you lose? That's important. You see RR's win in the last match. See that first wicket that Rohit Sharma. See how our friend Jofra Archer bowled that ball. See him bowling. You saw the. I mean, I'm a great follower of that type of bowling. The way he gripped the ball, the way the seam landed on the pitch, and the way it went the other way. Rohit Sharma hit the
Yes,
shot assuming it's coming into him. It didn't come into
correct.
him. It was supposed to, but because the
Yes.
seam hit the pitch the right way, it moved away and he got out. See, these are the finer aspects of cricket, Hetvi, that if you appreciate that, then you realize that your thought process जाता है wicket length. It's not speed. It's not about bowling fast. Sometimes our Praful Hinge and all these people think that जो fast ball डालो तो आपको wicket मिलेगा, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. आपको सोच समझ के चतुराई से पिच को देख के पिच को नाप के सामने वाले बैट्समैन को समझ के वो क्या करने वाला है, उस तरह से आप गेंदबाजी करोगे तब आपको विकेट मिलता है. और ये जो सोच है, ये समझ है, वो कब आती है जब आप कभी कभी यू नो ही इज नोन ही वाज जोफ्रा आर्चर द लॉन्गेस्ट ओवर ऑफ द आईपीएल in the
Yes.
previous match.
Yes.
11
Yeah.
balls. That many wides and that many. So he failed somewhere, right? He
Yeah.
learned from that. And then he came back in yesterday or day before's match. I think that's the key. That's where cricketers really get polished up. Like CA students फेल हो गए, चलो कोई बात नहीं यार, वापस एग्जाम देनी है ना, कहाँ घर पे थोड़ी ना बैठना है, फिर एग्जाम दो, फिर पॉलिश करो, फिर फेल हो गए, फिर एग्जाम दिए, फिर पास हो गए. तो आप जितने पॉलिश होते हो उतना आपका ज्ञान भी बढ़ता है, और आप जिस तरह से परफॉर्म करते हो वो भी एक तरह से एक हीरे की माफिक होता है. यू कीप ऑन पॉलिशिंग द डायमंड, it shines brighter and the value increases. So I think that I don't think either team should lose heart if they lose today, as long as they understand why they lost, and then in the next match they qualify and go to the finals.
So, Hetvi, I would like to see a few matchups today, basically, like
Okay.
Kohli versus Rabada.
Oh,
One thing. A Gill versus Bhuvi.
yeah.
Then possibly a Sudarshan versus Hazelwood, if Hazelwood bowls. And Rashid Khan towards the middle of the RCB guys, basically, everybody who comes after the 6th, 7th over till the 14th over. Uh, these are the matchup which will be really deciding how, so uh,
Yes, I think the last matchup will really help Rashid Khan versus the middle order, because it will
correct.
expose their middle order and it will show कि क्या वो momentum, can they handle it? Do they play tactically or do they play emotionally and lose their wickets in the process? So it will be an interesting match today, definitely, sir.
So I think honestly, if a lot of things like, they will depend on Tim David and Romario Shepherd, and I think these two batters, if they haven't really played match-winning innings, I think in the last 14 matches that they played. I think Tim David played one or two good cameos. Romario Shepherd played one, I think, in all in those last 14 matches, but they have not really been exposed and made to play to win. I think if that exposure happens today, it'll be good for them, because then going into the finals is going to be critical. So I think these two players also to watch out for in the middle order, whether they are able to tackle Rashid Khan and tackle Prasidh Krishna, because it's not just about hitting balls anywhere, right? It's about the bowler also. So if they understand these two bowlers and if they're able to tackle Rashid and tackle Prasidh, then I think they have a match-winning format. They have to tackle these two bowlers. They have to understand how these are going to play in tandem, pace and spin, coming in the middle order, in the middle overs, and trying to strangle them. If that's the key according to me, and they should play them well, and they should make a formula for that.
So on paper, both are even. They are both having same points, same number of wins, 9 each, and both are a very balanced side. On a particular day, which team plays a better cricket wins. Basically, this is how, and we feel. And best I feel is there should not be any weather issues. Full match होना चाहिए और वन साइडेड मैच नहीं होना चाहिए. बस दो चीज अपने को है. अपने पैसे वसूल हो जाने चाहिए यहाँ बैठे.
I think that's going to happen. I don't see Dharamshala rain. I don't know. Is there a prediction for it? I don't think so. I didn't read anything on that. But it's
नहीं
not
नहीं,
raining.
नॉर्थ में कई जगह पे रेन हो रही है, so we don't know.
Yes. So anyway, I think let's hope for the best and let's hope that doesn't happen. That will be a huge disappointment. We hope for a full 20 over game today.
That's what we hope for. That's how I'm gonna sit today. And that was all from us. We
What are
want to
you?
hear.
What's your prediction, Hitri? Where do you see RCB going today?
I I understand what you guys said, but I still want RCB to win.
No,
I
no, of
don't want
course,
them to
no.
miss
No, no.
goals.
That's a given. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
given. I'm not asking. That's like asking you, are you breathing oxygen? Of course, you support. The question is, where do you see RCB going today?
I think they'll come together as a team because that's the kind of pattern we have seen in this entire IPL. The bowling side, the fielding side, and of course Virat Kohli will be coming on strong. SRH में जो I think head ने उनको poke किया है, that will come to the ground today. So we'll see his real raw self. So and he's always great when he's that raw or when he's that poked on. So it would be a good match today. Interesting match.
हाँ
More dramatics.
हाँ, हेतवी, दो पंड्या थे, एक तो बाहर हो गए, एक रह गए
एक
हैं,
है, रह
वो
गया।
आपको सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं आज।
Absolutely. I think today, I think from my perspective, I'm neutral because there's a second chance. I
Yeah,
mean, nobody's going to be knocked out. So either team winning, they're going to go again and play the tomorrow's or day after tomorrow's winner. So let's see. I mean, but it's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to
brilliant.
that competition.
Yes. All right. So that was from us. We want to hear from all of you as well. Who do you think will handle the pressure better tonight? Who will get the ticket to finale today? Drop your predictions, drop your winner picks. Tell us how you like our episode. We'll read all the comments, and we'll come back with another preview and review only on Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. Thank you.
आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी